I covered my sister's lavish wedding costs, but when I was uninvited, I canceled it all. Picture this. You're the unsung hero footing the bill for your sister's lavish bash, designer gowns, celebrity DJs, oceans of flowers, all yours to fund. Then bam, the invite vanishes. You're out. Fury rising, secrets unraveling, I didn't hesitate. I yanked the entire event, leaving chaos in my wake. Get ready for a gripping saga of love, lies, and epic fallout that'll hook you harder than any soap opera, begging the question, how far would you go for family, or against it? Hey, story lover! Welcome to the Narrative Hub, Reddit Stories. Believe me, this adventure gets wild, but it's only epic with you. Seriously, you make this possible. Want more stories? Greater adventure? Smash subscribe right now. Smash like. Comment below. Let's go. It started 8 months ago when my sister Maya called me, tears streaming down her face through FaceTime. Her fiancé Derek had just proposed at their favorite restaurant, and she was over the moon. But there was a problem, a big one. Their combined income as a teacher and entry-level marketing coordinator couldn't touch the wedding of her dreams. I know it's asking a lot, she whispered, but you're the only one who could help us make this happen. I'd just gotten a promotion at my tech company, my savings were healthy, and Maya was my baby sister. The one I'd protected from bullies in middle school, helped through her college applications, and celebrated every milestone with. Of course I said yes. What I didn't expect was the scope of her dreams. The venue alone was $18,000, a historic mansion with marble floors and crystal chandeliers. The catering package for 150 guests clocked in at $22,000. Her dress? A custom Vera Wang creation for $8,500. Add flowers, photography, live band, open bar, and all the extras, and we were looking at just over $60,000. I gulped hard but transferred the deposits. Maya was ecstatic, and Derek seemed genuinely grateful. Family is family, right? For months, I watched from the sidelines as Maya planned every detail. She'd send me excited texts about centerpieces and menu tastings, always ending with, "Thank you so much for making this possible." I felt good about my decision. I was giving my sister the fairy tale she dreamed about since we were kids playing dress-up in Mom's closet. But then Derek's family entered the picture. The Hendersons were old money, the kind of family where great-grandfather's portrait hung in the country club and every conversation somehow circled back to their summer house in the Hamptons. They'd been politely distant throughout the engagement, making it clear they thought their son was settling beneath his station. 3 weeks before the wedding, Maya's texts changed tone. No more exclamation points. No more heart emojis. Just dry logistics. Change the flowers to white roses. Derek's mom prefers classic. Then, switching the menu to beef Wellington. Family tradition. I should have seen it coming. The call came on a Tuesday night. Maya's voice was strained, formal, like she was reading from a script. "Listen, I need to talk to you about the wedding." "Sure, what's up?" "Last-minute details." Long pause. "Actually, Derek's family has some concerns about the guest list. They think we should keep it more intimate. Family only." My blood went cold. "Maya, I am family. I'm your sister." "I know, but..." Another pause. "His parents think it would be better if we kept it to immediate family only. Like, parents and grandparents." "Maya, what are you saying?" The words came out in a rush. "You're uninvited." "I'm sorry. I know you paid for everything, but Derek's family is really insistent, and I can't fight them on this. They're threatening to boycott the wedding if we don't comply with their wishes." The phone felt heavy in my hand. "Let me get this straight. I pay for your entire wedding, $60,000, and your thank you is to kick me out." "It's not like that." "It's exactly like that, Maya. Whose name is on every contract? Whose credit card paid every deposit? Mine. Please don't make this harder than it already is." That's when it hit me. She wasn't calling to ask my opinion or find a compromise. This was an announcement. A done deal. I was being discarded like a wedding favor nobody wanted. Maya, I said slowly, you have 48 hours to fix this. Either I'm at that wedding or there is no wedding. She laughed, actually laughed. You can't just cancel everything. The contracts are signed. Check the names on those contracts again, sis. I hung up and immediately started making calls. First call, the venue. Hi, this is Yvette Mitchell. I need to discuss canceling the Henderson Reeves wedding. Oh no. Is everything all right? Family emergency. What's the cancellation policy? Well, since we're within the 3-week window, there would normally be a 50% penalty, but given the circumstances and your excellent payment history, we can offer a 30% refund on the venue fee. I took it. That was $12,600 back in my pocket. Second call, the caterer. Similar story, but they were less sympathetic. 25% refund, but I'd already paid in full, so $5,500 returned. Third call, the florist. They were the most understanding. Flowers are perishable, they said, and with 2 weeks' notice, they could resell most arrangements. 40% back, $2, $800. The photographer was trickier. He'd already turned down other bookings for that date, but after some negotiation and mentioning potential legal issues with being excluded from an event I funded, he agreed to a 30% refund. By midnight, I'd clawed back over $25,000. But more importantly, I'd systematically dismantled Maya's perfect day. My phone started ringing at 6 a.m. the next morning. What did you do? Maya was screaming. I told you. 48 hours. The venue called. They said you canceled everything. That's correct. You can't do this to me. Watch me. I gave you a choice, Maya. You chose Derek's family over your own sister. Now you get to explain to 150 guests why there's no wedding. I'll sue you. With what money? And for what? Canceling services I paid for? Good luck with that. The next 24 hours were chaos. Derek called, his parents called, even my own parents got involved. Everyone was furious with me, calling me petty, vindictive, cruel. But here's what they didn't know, Maya had lied. Derek's family never demanded I be uninvited. I found this out through Derek's cousin, who reached out on Instagram after hearing about the cancellation through family gossip. I'm so confused, she wrote. My aunt and uncle were actually looking forward to meeting you. Derek talks about you all the time, about how grateful he is for what you did for them. The truth came out in pieces. Maya had been embarrassed about needing her sister to pay for her wedding. When Derek's wealthy family started offering to help with expenses, she panicked. She thought if she could disinvite me and play up their financial contributions, she could save face and avoid looking like the charity case. She'd made up the entire story about his family demanding my exclusion. The wedding was supposed to be last Saturday. Instead, Maya spent the day fielding angry calls from 150 confused guests while Derek stayed at his parents' house, reportedly reconsidering everything. As for the money, I kept what I recovered from cancellations and wrote off the rest as an expensive lesson about family loyalty. Maya lost more than a wedding that day. She lost her relationship with Derek, who couldn't get past the lies and manipulation, and she lost the trust of everyone who learned the truth. The irony? Derek's family actually liked me. They thought I was generous and family-oriented. If Maya had just been honest about the financial arrangement from the start, none of this would have happened. Sometimes the person you're trying to protect yourself from is yourself. Maya and I haven't spoken since. Our parents are still trying to broker peace talks, but I'm not ready. Trust, once broken by lies and greed, doesn't just magically repair itself. The mansion venue is booking spring weddings now. The caterer moved on to other events. The flowers bloomed and withered for someone else's special day. And Maya? Last I heard, she's planning a small courthouse ceremony with a different guy she met on a dating app. Some fairy tales end with happily ever after. Others end with a wake-up call and a credit card statement. Mine ended with both.